Hello everyone, this is Bandit from Mine Minecraft. Welcome back to Infinite Labs. Today's episode, I'm going to show you around the cathedral. I've made quite a few updates over the last few weeks, and it's looking really great. Just wanted to catch you guys up since it's been a couple months since my last video. So let's stop wasting time and get on with the tour. As you can see, I've done quite a bit of work inside here. Polished up the floors quite a bit, finished off all of our columns, added some mood lighting in here with the torches up in the top areas. At nighttime, it's really nice atmosphere in here. It's one of those things I wanted to try and do so that during the daytime and at night, it felt really nice inside here. Finishing off the floor, trying to come up with a pattern design that kind of worked in the side aisles, as well as could be expanded out into the center nave area, was really important. While I was building, I've been snuck up on many times by mobs, and using the redstone lamps into the floor design has worked out really well. It's given me plenty of light in the interior here. Once I closed off the doors and the windows, it's a pretty safe place in here. I don't think there's any spawnable blocks within here, so lets me build without any worries whatsoever. The biggest thing, when it came to continuing with a build this size, was doing as much research as I could in Gothic architecture, just to try and get a handle on what everything's called. And I said this is the nave. Who would have thought that that's what it would be called? But you got the aisles on the sides, you got transepts out to the right and the left. It's pretty cool when you start thinking about all of the structural elements that go into building this. In real world, this could have taken hundreds of years to build a cathedral. For me, we're talking several months, but hey, it's I've been kind of picking away at it, and I've had family over throughout the last couple weeks, and my graphics card had to be replaced. So, I've managed to get some time to catch up and continue on with the build itself. Most difficult thing over the last little while was coming up with a design for the end down by the altar, which I'll show you a little bit later. One of the things I really enjoyed doing and it came from a suggestion from Sarah, one of my subscribers, was to come up with designs for the stained glass in the top. As you can see, there is some mobs present up top. We've got all the friendly ones on the one side, and we've got all the hostile mobs on the other. Why don't we head up on my catwalk here? We'll take a closer look at them and talk a little bit more about them. One of the problems, of course, was that the mob heads are 8 blocks, and I've only got 4 wide here. So, trying to figure out how to play those mobs into it, I decided that if I'm on the left side, looking on the left side here, we got the left side of their heads, and on the right, we've got the right side of their heads. And of course, the chicken is a narrower head, but the mobs, I think, are a great addition to this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the circular areas in the transepts here. I kind of just went with a little bit of a fence post design for the center one, but I'll have to come up with some sort of a stained glass option for that. I'm not really a fan of that so far. I've got a fair amount of fence posts throughout the windows, so maybe having fence posts here is just a little bit too much of the same thing. The beacon here isn't really supposed to be part of the design, but I figured if I'm gonna have a beacon here, for getting some haste insta mining out back, I figure out some way of bringing it into here, and throwing it in the middle here seems to work out well. If we head on down to the altar end, you can see that I've added a bit of a curved ceiling and outer wall, very similar to the way Notre Dame has theirs set up. It's presented a lot of problems on how to create the roof line, make so that it's nice and smooth. How do I attach the buttresses? Bringing them down the side and then bringing them around the corners. I tried having a couple go off on the angles here, but they just didn't work out well. So I took them down and just ended up putting a couple of the regular buttresses in at the very ends, and and I think that turned out great. As you can see, as I said, I've done a fair amount of clearing out of the back. I'm not sure if I really showed this much when I was doing the original setup, but you can see from the back here that that the cathedral itself, having that curve, is a really nice design, and in the sense that it just breaks up the squareness of the rest of it. From the front side, it definitely have with the two towers, you can see that it's pretty much the same thing all the way along the sides. You've got all the towers, you've got the buttress support. Try to add a little bit of curves into the doorways and the arches, but having to incorporate the rounded end here, I think it's a great balance to it, and for myself, I think it's great for the overall design. Well, I think that's probably going to be it for me today. I think I'm going to take a break from the interior for a while. Maybe do a little bit of landscaping outside here. I've got everything cleared out, and I just need to replace all this stone and everything with some grass, throw in some pathways, some trees, some benches. I think once that's done, and add a little bit of detailing to the outside, I think cathedral might be done. So look forward to seeing you on the next video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.